Welcome to the Madison Miller Podcast. Today is Monday, February 6, 2023. Today we're going to recap the college basketball from the weekend and look ahead to tonight's games. We have the NHL All-Star game to recap, and then we'll go over the Monday slate. We'll do NBA, NFL Pro Bowl, soccer, golf, NASCAR from yesterday, Grammys recap, news and notes, and best bet. All right, college basketball will start. We'll go over the games from Friday and Sunday, and then Saturday we're just going to go through the notable results, and then we'll go over the games being played tonight. All right, Friday. Yellow for Harvard, 68-57. Brown beats Dartmouth, 73-61. Ball State beats Eastern Michigan, 91-90 in overtime. Princeton beats Cornell, 89-82. Penn beats Columbia, 74-65. Rider beats St. Peter's, 82-61. Quinnipiac beats Fairfield, 66-51. Manhattan beats Siena, 71-66 in overtime. Iona beats Mount St. Mary, 81-51. VCU beats St. Louis, 73-65. Niagara beats Kenesha, 76-73. Number 22, San Diego State beats Boise State, 72-52. Akron beats Kent State, 67-55. Fresno State beats UNLV, 82-79. And Nevada beats Air Force, 72-52. Notable results from Saturday. Virginia Tech upsets number 6, Virginia, 74-68. Number 13, Iowa State upsets number 8, Kansas, 68-53. Number 24, UConn beats Georgetown, 68-62. Cincinnati beats UCF, 73-64. Rutgers beats Michigan State, 61-55 at the Garden. Number 11, Baylor beats Texas Tech, 89-62. Davidson beats UMass, 93-78. Wake beats Notre Dame, 81-64. NC State beats Georgia Tech, 72-64. Vanderbilt beats Ole Miss, 74-71. Number 2, Tennessee beats number 25, Auburn, 46-43. Number 14, Marquette beats Butler, 60-52. Oklahoma State beats number 15, TCU, 79-73. Tulane beats Memphis, 90-89 in overtime. Florida State beats Louisville, 81-78. Duquesne beats George Washington, 93-67. Ohio beats Miami of Ohio, 78-68. Charleston beats Delaware, 84-67. Iowa beats Illinois, 81-79. Loyola Chicago beats George Mason, 69-61. Buffalo beats Western Michigan, 85-76. Number 23, Miami beats number 20, Clemson, 78-74. Arkansas beats South Carolina, 65-63. Number 21, Indiana upsets number 1, Purdue, 79-74. Number 4, Alabama beats LSU, 79-69. Number 10, Texas beats number 7, Kansas State, 69-66. Number 19, FAU beats Charlotte, 67-52. East Carolina beats SMU, 77-72. Western Kentucky beats UTEP, 74-69. Syracuse beats Boston College, 77-68. Number 16, Xavier beats St. John's, 96-71. Lipscomb beats Liberty, 69-64. Mississippi State beats Missouri, 63-52. Duke beats UNC, 63-57. Number 9, UCLA beats Wazoo, 76-52. Creighton beats Villanova, 66-61. West Virginia beats Oklahoma, 93-61. St. Bonaventure beats Dayton, 68-59. Utah State beats Colorado State, 88-79. Louisiana beats Marshall, 77-67. Texas A&M beats Georgia, 82-57. Kentucky beats Florida, 72-67. Maryland beats Minnesota, 81-46. BYU beats Pacific, 81-66. Number 5, Arizona beats Oregon State, 84-52. USC beats Washington, 80-74. Oregon beats Arizona State, 75-70. San Jose State beats Wyoming, 84-64. Santa Clara beats San Francisco, 83-70. San Diego beats Loyola Marymount, 87-79. And last but not least, number 18, St. Mary's beats number 12, Gonzaga, 78-70 in overtime. Sunday, Seton Hall beats DePaul, 69-64. LaSalle beats St. Joe's, 73-65. Richmond beats Fordham, 68-58. Michigan beats Ohio State, 77-69. Southern Illinois beats Missouri State, 73-53. Niagara beats Siena, 56-54. Mount St. Mary beats Quinnipiac, 79-75. Marist beats Kenesha, 75-67. Rider beats Manhattan, 67-56. Iona beats Fairfield, 70-61. Wichita beats Tulsa, 86-75. Nebraska beats Penn State, 72-63. Number 3, Houston beats Temple, 81-65. Utah beats Cal, 61-46. Northwestern beats Wisconsin, 54-52. And Colorado beats Stanford, 84-62. All right, tonight's games, 5 o'clock. You have Tarleton and Texas. Arlington is makeup from February 1st. My projection is Arlington by 1 total, 133 and a 10th. And it is 1.5 and 129.5. I'll take the over. 6 o'clock, UMass Lowell Hartford. My line is Lowell by 10 to 139 and a 20th. And it's 15.5 and 137.5. I'm going to take Hartford getting the points. 7 o'clock on ESPN, Duke at number 23, Miami. My line is Miami 2.3, total 142 and a quarter. And it's 2.5 and 145.5 under. Lafayette, Holy Cross on CBS Sports Network. My line is Holy Cross by 3, total 130 and 11.20. It's Lafayette by 2.5, total 126.5. I'm going to take Holy Cross plus 2.5 and plus 116 to win. Grambling, Alabama, and M at 8. My line is Grambling 2.3, total 137 and 2 fits. And it's 3.5 and 137.5. Slightly in the A&M. Miss Valley State, Alcorn State. My line is Alcorn 15.5, total 136 and 3/10. And we got here 11.5 and 135.5. I'm going to lay the points at Alcorn State. Green Bay, Milwaukee, mine's Milwaukee 16.3 to 141 and 7/20. And it's 17.5 and 142.5. Slight under. Or wait. No, actually, I would have a little bit of a more of an edge on Green Bay, so give me a slight lean to Green Bay. All right, Idaho State in Northern Arizona. Mine's Northern Arizona 2.2 total 144 and a 10th, and it is 3.5 and 139.5. I'll take the over. Florida A&M and Prairie View A&M at 8:30. My line is Prairie View 5.2 to 131 and 3/10. And it's 9.5 and 123.5. Oh my God, I love the over. Arkansas, Pine Bluff, and Jackson State. My line is Jackson State 2.5 total 139 and 3/20, and it is 3.5 and 140.5. Slight under. Southern and Alabama State. My line is Southern 6.8 total 141 and 3/5, and it's 6.5 and 141. Baby, very close. The slightest of leans to Southern, so that was pretty much a nail on the head. All right, 9 o'clock, ESPN, game of the night, number 10, Texas, number 8, Kansas. Mine's Kansas 2.2 to 145 and 3/10, and it's 3.5 and 146.5. So 1.2 edge or 1.3 edge on Texas, and a 1.2 edge on the under. Where do I go? Slightest of leans to Texas. Bethune-Cookman and Texas Southern on ESPNU. My line is Texas Southern by 4 to 144 and a 5th, and it's 7.5 and 143.5. I like Bethune-Cookman getting the points. And last but not least, 11 o'clock on ESPNU, Weber State, Northern Colorado. My line's Weber by 1.2 to 141 and a 10th, and it is 1.5 and 141.5. Very close. So a 4-point edge or a 0.4 edge on the under and a 0.3 edge on Northern Colorado. So the slightest leans to the under. All right, now move on to the NBA. We will recap the weekend's games, and we will look ahead to what is going to be an interesting week. But we have 8 games to go over for today. Friday, Pistons beat the Hornets 118-112. Pacers beat the Kings 107-104. Blazers over the Wizards 124-116. Suns over the Celtics 106-94. Raptors over the Rockets 117-111. Magic beat the Timberwolves 127-120. Sixers over the Spurs 137-125. And the Hawks over the Jazz 115-108. Saturday, Nets over the Wizards 125-123. Pelicans over the Lakers 131-126. Suns over the Pistons 116-100. Clippers over the Knicks 134-128 in overtime. Bulls over the Blazers 129-121. Bucks over the Heat 123-115. Thunder over the Rockets 153-121. Warriors over the Mavericks 119-113. And the Nuggets over the Hawks 128-108. And then yesterday, Magic over the Hornets 119-113. Cavs over the Pacers 122-103. Knicks beat the Sixers 108-97. Raptors over the Grizzlies 106-103. Nuggets lose at the Timberwolves 128-98. Wow. And the Pelicans over the Kings 136-104. 8 games tonight, 7 o'clock. You have the Celtics and the Pistons from Detroit. My line is the Pistons as a 9.5-point underdog, total 230 and 19/20. And it is 11 and 230.5. Slight lean to the Pistons, believe it or not. 7 o'clock, Cavs Wizards. My line is the Cavs by 8.5, total 222 and 13/20, and it's 3 and 222. That is very low for Cleveland. I love the Cavs minus the 3. Especially without Kuzma. Clippers Nets on NBA TV at 7:30. Oh boy. My line here is Clippers by 8, total 224.25, and it's 7 and 220.5. I like the over. 8 o'clock Spurs Bulls. My line is Bulls 16, total 230 and 20th, and it's 11 and 237.5. I'm going to go with the under in this game. Kings Rockets. My line is Kings by 13, total 231 and 9/20. And it's 5.5 and 234.5. I'm going to lay the 5.5 at Sacramento. Mavericks Jazz at 9. My line is the Jazz by 8 3/4, total 229 and 1/5. And it's 9.5 and 222.5. I love the over. Thunder Warriors at 10. My line is Golden State 5 3/4. And total 234 and 7/10. And it's 4 and 234.5. I'm going to do a slight lean with Golden State. And last but not least, Bucks Trailblazers on NBA TV. My line is the Bucks 6.5, total 227 and 7/20. And it's 4 and 242. I love the under. That is way too high. All right, now I'll move on to the NHL. We'll go over the All-Star game results and go over tonight's games. All right, the Central beat the Pacific 6-4. The Atlantic beat the Metro 10-6. And the Atlantic beat the Central 7-5 to win the 2023 NHL All-Star Game. All right, 6 games tonight in hockey. 7 o'clock, you have the Lightning and the Panthers from Sunrise. Lightning minus 125, Panthers plus 104, over under 6.5, overs minus 122, unders even money. Lightning minus 1.5 is plus 194, Panthers plus 1.5 is minus 245. For this one, I'm going to go a little ballsy with this pick. Lightning in regulation plus 126. Islanders Flyers. Isles minus 137, Flyers plus 112, over under 5.5, overs minus 122, unders even money. Isles minus 1.5 is plus 194. Flyers plus 1.5 is minus 245. For this one, I'm going to go with the Islanders in regulation at plus 124. 7:30, Flames Rangers from the Garden. The Rangers are favored minus 125. The Flames plus 104, over under 5.5, overs minus 120, unders minus 102. Flames plus 1.5 is minus 250. Rangers minus 1.5 is plus 198. I think this is priced correctly. So, for this one, I'm going to go Rangers regulation plus 128. Canucks Devils. Devils minus 245. Canucks plus 198. Over under 6.5. Overs minus 120. Unders minus 102. Canucks plus 1.5 is minus 124. Devils minus 1.5 is plus 102. For this one, I'm going to go with first period result, Devils plus 118. 8:30 Ducks Stars. Stars minus 375, Ducks plus 290, over under 6, overs minus 120, unders minus 102. Ducks plus 1.5 is plus 132, Stars minus 1.5 is minus 150. I'm going to do the same pick I gave out the last time. Dallas Stars first period result minus 102. At 9 o'clock, the Wild and the Coyotes. The Wild are minus 235. The Coyotes are plus 190, over under 6, minus 110 each way. Wild minus 1.5 is plus 106. Coyotes plus 1.5 is minus 130. I'm going to go with the over in this game. All right, quick recap on the Pro Bowl. It was a lot of weird events this year. There was obviously the game of flag football, coached by the Mannings. So Thursday was the precision passing. Derek Carr won the score of a 31. They puts them up 3-0. The lightning round, the AFC won the event after dunking Eli Manning in the confetti round. That's 6-0, so 3 points per game. Longest drive, AFC won the event with 320 yards. And the winner was Jordan Poyer. It's 9-0 AFC dodgeball. The NFC won that one to make it 9-3. And then flag football game 1. The NFC wins 33-27 to makes it a 9-9 game. So flag football, I guess, is worth 6 points. Kick-tack-toe. AFC won and put themselves up 12-9. The Gridiron Gauntlet. NFC wins 12-12. Flag football game number 2. AFC beats the NFC 18-13, so AFC takes a 6-point lead. Move the chains. AFC wins that one. They put them up 21-12. Best catch. NFC wins to make it 21-15. Flag football game 3. NFC wins 35-33. And they win the Pro Bowl because they won the flag football game by a score of so they outscored them 20-12 because the opening score was 15-21. So the NFC wins the Pro Bowl 35-33. All right, now we're going to do a quick soccer recap from the weekend, and we'll look ahead to everything going on in soccer today. Spanish La Liga, Atletico over Cadiz 4-1 on Friday. Saturday, Espanyol and Osasuna 1-1 draw. Elche over Villarreal 3-1. Atletico and Getafe 1-1 draw. And Celta Vigo over Betis 4-3. Sunday, Mallorca over Real Madrid 1-0. Girona over Valencia 1-0. Valladolid over Real Sociedad 1-0. And Barcelona over Sevilla 3-0. 3 o'clock today, Rayo and Almeria. Rayo minus 130, Almeria plus 360, draw plus 250. I'm going to go over 2.5 goals at plus 102. All right, Italian Serie A. Saturday, Lecce over Cremonese 2-0. AS Roma over Empoli 2-0. And Sassuolo over Atalanta 1-0. Sunday, Napoli over Spezia 3-0. Torino over Udinese 1-0. Bologna over Fiorentina 2-1, and Inter Milan over Milan 1-0. 2 games today, 12:30 at Verona and Lazio. So just going to quickly pull up the odds here. Lazio is -110, Verona +310, draw +230. We go with Lazio -110, and then 245 Monza and Sampdoria. Monza -145, Sampdoria +410, draw +250. I'm going to go over 2.5 goals at +114. English League Championship. So Friday, West Brom over Coventry 1-0. Saturday, Burnley over Norwich City 3-0. Rotherham and Sheffield United 0-0 draw. Huddersfield and QPR 1-1 draw. Hull over Cardiff 1-0. Luton over Stoke 1-0. Borough over Blackpool 3-0. Millwall and Sunderland 1-1 draw. Bristol City over Preston 2-1. Watford Reading 2-2 draw, and Birmingham over Swansea 4-3. One game today, 3 o'clock, you have Blackburn and Wigan. Blackburn's even money. Wigan is +290, draw +230. I'm going to go Blackburn at even money. All right, English Premier League from the weekend. Chelsea and Fulham 0-0 draw. And then Saturday, Everton over Arsenal 1-0. Leicester over Aston Villa 4-2. Brentford over Southampton 3-0. Brighton over Bournemouth 1-0. Man United over Crystal Palace 2-1. Wolves over Liverpool 3-0. Newcastle West Ham 1-1 draw. Sunday, Nottingham Forest over Leeds 1-0. And Tottenham over Man City 1-0. So, Mexican Liga from the weekend, Friday, Necaxa and Tijuana 1-1 draw. Juarez over Mazatlan 3-2. Saturday, Pachuca over Leon 1-0. Tigres over Cruz Azul 1-0. And America and Santos 2-2 draw. Sunday, UNAM over Atlas 2-2. Or no, that was a draw. Never mind. Guadalajara and Querétaro 1-1 draw. And Monterrey over Toluca 2-1. German Bundesliga Friday. Augsburg over Leverkusen 1-0. Saturday, Union Berlin over Mainz 2-1. Dortmund over Freiburg 5-1. Frankfurt over Hertha 3-0. Cologne and RP Leipzig 0-0 draw. Bochum over Hoffenheim 5-2. And Gladbach over Schalke 0-0 draw. Sunday, Bremen over Stuttgart 2-0 and Bayern over Wolfsburg 4-2. French League 1. Saturday, PSG over Toulouse 2-1. Lyon over Troyes 3-1. And Lille over Rennes 3-1. Sunday, Monaco over Clermont Foot 2-0. Nantes over AC Ajaccio 2-0. Auxerre and Reims 0-0 draw. Lorient over and Angers 0-0 draw. Strasbourg over Montpellier 2-0. Brest and Lens 1-1 draw. And Nice over Marseille. Nice wins 3-1. All right, and that is it for soccer for today. Now I'll move on to golf. We'll go over the results from the Pro Pebble Beach, or the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro Am. Your winner with the score of 15 under was Justin Rose. Or no, play suspended. Right now, believe it or not. I guess due to weather. So, Justin Rose did not win the event. That's my mistake. I read that incorrectly. He's tied for second with 13 under. Peter Malnati, Dylan McCarthy, and Brendan Todd. Tied for fifth with 12 under. Brandon Wu, Keith Mitchell, Taylor Pendrith, B.U. Hostler. Tied for ninth with 10 under. Ryan Moore, Michael Kim, Ben Grant, Richie Rensky. Tied for 13th with 9 under. Joseph Bermlett, Scott Stallings, Ben Martin, Hank Lebiota, Victor Hovland, Robbie Shelton, Jonas Blixt, and Chenon Yu. Tied for 21st with 8 under. Mark Hubbard, Grayson Higo, Matt Trainer, Eric Cole, Nate Taylor, Seamus Power, Taylor Moore, Cody Coriaras, tied for 28th with 7 under with Kyle Westmoreland, Nate Hardy, Dylan Wu, Sung Hun Kong. Tied for 33rd with 6 under Adam Shank, Kurt Katayama, Scott Stevens, Kevin Kisner, Harry Hall, Thomas Dietrich, Sai-Hu Kim. Tied for 40th with 5 under Grayson Sieg, Alex Baddeley, Andrew Novak, and Byung-Hun An. Tied for 44th with 4 under Doc Redmond, Russell Knox, Dean Brewmeister, Joel Dahman, Harry Higgs, and Adam Long. Tied for 50th with 3 under MJ Dauphin, Charlie Hoffman, Estinalzo Goya, Taylor Alexander, and Augusto Nunez. Tied for 55th with 2 under Matthew Neesmith, Taylor Hogue, Danny Willett, and Trevor Werblow. Tied for 59th with 1 under Lucas Griffin, Sean O'Hare, Ryan Ramore, and Paul Haley. Tied for 63rd at even, Dylan Lingmerth, Brian Stewart, Kevin Strillman, and Cody Gribble. Now I'm going to go through notables. Tied for 67th with 1 over Jordan Spieth, Chad Ramey, Callum Tarrant. Tied for 60, and saying you'll know, and then 75th with 3 over Paul O'Hara. And among those cut, Lucas Glover, Nate Watney, Ryan Palmer, Michael Gilgick, Max McGreevy, Kevin Tway, Wesley Bryant, Jonathan Berg, Eric Norlander, Matt Kuchar, Ben Crane, Eric Barnes, Evan Van Rooyen, Camilo Vegas, Ben Taylor, Matt Fitzpatrick, Austin Cook, Sam Piercy, Jason Hadley, Bo Van Pelt, J.B. Holmes, Webb Simpson, Rory Sabatini, Bryce Garnett. And in withdrawing, we have a lot that withdrew. Cam Piercy, Justin Sue, Nate Lashley, Kyle Stanley, Brian Gay, Maverick McNeely, Doug Gim, Andrew Landry, Dylan Fratelli, Trey Molinax, Will Gordon, Bill Haas, Jason Duffner, and Cam Young. All right, now we'll go over the results from the NASCAR race from last night. The Clash at Daytona. Your winner was my pick to win the race, Martin Truex Jr. Whoo! Why didn't I bet that? Austin Dillon, 2nd. 3rd, Kyle Busch. 4th, Alec Bowman. 5th, Kyle Larson. 5th, Tyler Reddick. 7th, Ryan Pierce. 8th, Ross Chastain. 9th, Denny Hamlin. 10th, William Byron. The rest, Justin Haley, Kevin Harvick, Chris Bell, Noah Gragson, Chase Briscoe, Joey Logano, Ryan Blaney, Eric Almirola, Daniel Suarez, AJ Allmendinger, Chase Elliott, Bubba Wallace, Todd Gilliland, Michael McDowell, Austin Cindric, Ty Gibbs, Eric Jones. And that's it. Coming up for NASCAR, Thursday the 16th, you have the Blue Green Vacations Duel 1 at Daytona. And then Duel number 2 right after that on Thursday the 16th. The truck race is Friday the 17th at 7:30. The 18th at 5 o'clock is the Xfinity from Daytona. And then the Daytona 500, 2:30 on Fox on Sunday the 19th. All right, now I'm going to do a quick recap on the Grammys, which took place last night. I'm going to do a quick recap on the awards and performances. The performances: Bad Bunny opened the show, El Apagon and Después de la Playa. Brandi Carlile performed Broken Horses. And then Stevie Wonder, Juan Moore, Smokey Robinson, and Chris Stapleton did a tribute to Robinson and Berry Gordy. The Way You Do Things You Do, The Tears of a Clown, and Higher Ground. Lizzo performed About Damn Time and Special. Harry Styles performed As It Was. The in memoriam performance, Casey Musgraves performed Coal Miner's Daughter, a tribute to Loretta Lynn. Quavo, Maverick City Music, Sheryl Crow, Mick Fleetwood, and Bonnie Raitt. And they also performed the Without You, See You Again, Songbird. And Songbird was the tribute to Christine McVie. And then See You Again was a tribute to Takeoff. Sam Smith and Kim Petras performed Unholy. Mary J. Blige performed Good Morning Gorgeous. And there was a big 50 years of hip-hop with a variety of songs and featuring The Roots, Black Thought, Grandmaster Flash with Barshawn Raheem, Melly Mel, and Scorpio, Run DMC, LL Cool J, DJ Jazzy Jeff, Salt and Pepper, Rakim, Public Enemy, which is Chuck D and Flavor Flav, De La Soul, Scarface, Ice-T, Queen Latifah, Method Man, Big Boy, Busta Rhymes and Spliff Star, Missy Elliott, Nelly and City Spud, Too Short, Swizz Beatz and The Lox, Lil Baby, Glorilla, and Lil Uzi Vert. And then Luke Combs performed Going, Going, Gone. Steve Lacy and Thundercat performed Bad Habit. And then the rappers at the end performed God Did, DJ Khaled, Jay-Z, Lil Wayne, Rick Ross, John Legend, and Friday. And then the big awards. The General Field Record of the Year. A ton were up for this. Your winner was Lizzo's About Damn Time. There was a lot of deserving ones for this award. I think it should have been Harry Styles' As It Was. It was just a better song from a success standpoint. But no disrespect to Lizzo, but Lizzo had a great year too. So that was a tough one. And I would have been okay with Beyonce winning with Break My Soul, who broke the record for most Grammys, won last night, which was awesome. Album of the year went to Harry's House, Harry Styles, of course. That was the best album of the year, bar none. That was amazing. I would have been okay with Renaissance winning. I would have been fine with Special winning too. Song of the year went with Just Like That by Bonnie Raitt. That was the most undeserving award of the night. No offense to Bonnie Raitt. She's old, and not that it was a bad song. I think that was the song that probably didn't really deserve the win really at all. And the fact that she beat a Taylor Swift involved song in All Too Well is stunning. Break My Soul should have been in the conversation. Of course, As It Was probably should have won. About Damn Time certainly had an argument. Bad Habit by Steve Lacy was a hit for a little bit. But it was very deserving that Harry should have won Song of the Year, not Bonnie Raitt. Like, come on. Best New Artist went to Samara Joy. I'm surprised she won this. I thought it was going to go to Måneskin, who broke through this year as a new artist. Best Pop Solo Performance went to Ease On Me by Adele, which was stunning. It should have, again, went to As It Was, Harry Styles. Although I would have been okay with probably including As It Was 4 of the other options, including Doja Cat's Woman, which was arguably a better song or more successful song than Easy On Me by Adele. Best Pop Duo Group Performance went to Unholy by Sam Smith and Kim Petras. That song is very new, and I'm surprised it won. I think it should have went to I Like You by Post Malone and Doja Cat. So I'm surprised Unholy won that one. Best Dance Electronic Recording went to Break My Soul by Beyonce. And Best Dance Electronic Album went to Renaissance. Best R&B Performance went to Hers and Hers by Mooney Long. That should have been Virgo's Groove by Beyonce. She was robbed of that one. Best R&B Song went to Cuff It by Beyonce, and deservingly so. Best Rap Performance deservingly went to The Heart Part 5 by Kendrick Lamar. There's Best Rap Song too. And he won Best Rap Album as well. Best Country Solo Performance went to Live Forever by Willie Nelson. I do not think that was the right choice. I think that Willie Nelson, great career. But there are other deserving ones for Best Country Solo Performance. Something in the Orange by Zach Bryan. Zach Bryan's an up-and-coming singer. He probably should have been picked. Or even Miranda Lambert's In His Arms. But good for Willie Nelson, though. And he won Best Country Album with The Beautiful Time as well. I think Luke Combs' Growing Up was robbed of that award. Best Country Duo Group Performance was Never Want to Be That Girl by Carly Pearce and Ashley McBride. I think it should have been Outrun in Your Memory by Luke Combs and Miranda Lambert. I think they were wrong. Best Country Song went to Till You Can't by Matt Rogers and Ben Stennis. I really think that it should have went to I Bet You Think About Me by Taylor Swift and Chris Stapleton. That's stunning that didn't win. Like, Taylor Swift was up for a lot and didn't win, which is absolutely stunning. I'm surprised that I Bet You Think About Me did not win that award. All right, so there's your quick Grammys recap. News and notes, I'm going to do rapid fire. I did my podcast on the Kyrie trade last night, if you want to check it out. It's the episode I just did last night. Dinwiddie could be traded as the Nets have not ruled out flipping Dinwiddie after acquiring him in the Kyrie deal. Joe Tsai refused the Lakers' offer, which was Irving's preferred landing spot, and that was his objective, which is fucking stupid. Like, they had clearly the best offer on the table with those two picks. And you'd rather have those two picks than a 2029 first-round pick, because you don't know whether Luka's going to be on the Dallas Mavericks his whole life or not. The Suns had a monster offer for Kyrie Irving that featured Chris Paul, which was arguably better than the Dallas offer. What else was better than the Dallas offer was the Clippers offer. Luke Kennard, Terrence Mann, a future first and two first-round pick swaps, and more. That's wild. The Nets plan to build around Kevin Durant, as it'll be aggressive shopping future draft picks to try to get more help around Kevin Durant. The Nets spoke with the Raptors about a possible subsequent deal after Kyrie deal. The Mavericks are eyeing more trades. Of course they are. The Clippers are eyeing D'Angelo Russell and Christian Wood. The Cavs are eyeing Josh Hart. The Sixers are going after Jared Vanderbilt. Miami uninterested in a Russell Westbrook trade. The Hornets are still eyeing Russell Westbrook. And there's a lot of people that are interested in the Kevin Durant situation. Obviously, the Hornets are shopping veterans. The Suns are prepared to pursue Kevin Durant should he become available. Of course they are. Kyrie thanks the Net fans. Obviously, Kyrie expected to make his Mavs debut on Wednesday against the Clippers. Spencer Dinwiddie found out about the trade the same way as everybody else, Twitter. And Nets fans booed Kyrie Irving on Saturday. And then Kyrie sat out the game with a fake injury. Steph Curry's going to be on multiple weeks with the leg injury. That's brutal for Golden State. We'll see what they do at the deadline. Dylan Brooks suspended 1 game for hitting Donovan Mitchell below the belt. And Mitchell fined $20,000 for the role. Damian Lillard to join the 3-point contest. There was a brawl in the Magic Timberwolves game on Friday night between Austin Rivers and Mo Bamba. Austin Rivers suspended 3 games. Mo Bamba suspended 4 games. And then Austin Rivers, we only know you from an old rap song. Yikes. That just says a lot. The Seattle Storm signed Kia Nurse. That's a good signing. One NFL scout believes Anthony Richardson belongs in the conversation with Bryce Young and C.J. Stroud, which is stupid. Hendon Hooker is impressing. This former Vols quarterback is making a good impression, or made a good impression at the Senior Bowl. Cardinals schedule second interviews. Lou Anarumo and Mike Kafka. The Giants and Seahawks don't want a franchise tag. They're pending free agent quarterbacks. But they want to keep them without using the franchise tag. The San Francisco Giants were butthurt about Aaron Judge, as Logan Webb summed up the move after Aaron Judge turned down the Giants for the Yankees. And as I said, Aaron Judge did the right thing by staying in New York. The Capitals extend Sonny Milano 3 years, 1.9 annual, and they extend Dylan Strome 5 years for $25 million and 5 annually. Conor McGregor will make his UFC return against Michael Chandler after coaching next season of The Ultimate Fighter. So that's interesting. Myles Garrett injured at the Pro Bowl as he suffered a dislocated toe. The New York Mets hired Carlos Beltran away from the Yes Network to work under GM Billy Epler. Good for Carlos Beltran. I think that they felt bad that they didn't hire him as their manager back in the day because of the Astros thing. But they just want him around. The Raiders gave Derek Carr permission to talk to teams. The Seahawks are likely extending Geno. The Broncos let defensive coordinator Ejiro Evero to interview with the Vikings and link to the Cardinals, Colts, and Panthers. And then the Panthers hire him. So he's no longer with the Broncos. Brian Schottenheimer promoted to replace Kellen Moore. I don't know if I like that. Devontae Adams wants Aaron Rodgers in Vegas. Some players like the new Pro Bowl renovation thing. Josh Jacobs does not. Joe Mixon has his charges dropped on Friday, so that's not bad. So at least he doesn't have to worry about that for now. Leeds fires Jesse March. So Jesse Marsh wasn't even there a year. Kevin Hayes says that Connor McDavid is the GOAT. Bo Horvat extension, 8-year deal. A little over $64 million, so like 8.6 per year. All-Star Game MVP went to Matty Tkachuk. And Kevin Hayes was emotional because it fulfilled his late brother Jimmy's dream. Toronto to host the 2024 All-Star Game. So that is not surprising. All right, last but not least, my best bet of the day brought to you by FanDuel. So I'm going to only lay a quarter unit because I've been in a little bit of a slide in best bet. But I'm going to pick a team that is significantly better than their opponent and should be more of a close to a double-digit favorite than closer to only a 3-point favorite. And that's the Sacramento Kings against the Houston Rockets. I'm going to lay a quarter unit on it. The Kings minus 5.5 in Houston against the Rockets is my best bet of the day. That's it for the show. I'll be back tomorrow recapping everything. You'll get into everything tomorrow. Hope you guys have a great day, everyone.